Hi YouTube humans, it's Remy and this is my channel, Remy the Human. If you haven't been here before, welcome. I just want to apologize for being MIA from YouTube. I know that it's been a while. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am indeed alive and well. I haven't fallen off the face of the earth. I just have had a lot of things going on. Well, I've been hard at work building my portfolio. I had the pleasure, my makeup, my lipstick just came off. I swore I would never use gloss and this is why. The pleasure of doing makeup for my friend Erin. I got to recreate a face chart of Milk 1422, which was really cool. I'll post it. And I also had the utmost pleasure of doing my friend, one of my best friends, Allie, her makeup for her engagement shoot because she's getting married and I'm the maid of honor. What up? Because it's got to stay gender neutral. Maid of honor. No? I thought that was really funny and cute. Anyway, I'll go ahead and post that too because she looked gorgeous and she felt really, really cute. I could tell because she sent me lots and lots of really cute selfies of her like grinning and stuff. I also have been a part of other projects, and by other projects I mean other project. It's mostly, it's called the Being Project, and it's a multi-dimensional view of transgender people's lives, curated by this really amazing person named Ames Beckerman, and he was also the same person who did the engagement shoot for Allie, and he's just an all-around incredible human being, and an amazing photographer. I'm going to link him in the description because if you get a chance to look at his work, it is absolutely incredible. I also have been working on my own things, not just my portfolio. I've been working on some affiliate connections, like some big names like Coastal Scents and Sally Beauty, so look out for that. I've been super excited about that. So also, as you may have noticed, I am in a completely different setting, and that is because I moved. It's a pretty good reason. Yeah, we actually moved. So you can see that a lot is happening in my personal life as well, and some good and some bad. My grandfather actually passed away this past December 24th, on Christmas Eve, and my mom is one of 6 kids, and it's just been really hard because losing him has been it's left a big hole in our family that he previously filled, and it's been a really hard time for us adjusting. And since then, my abuelita, she lived in the house that they all grew up in. So this is a house that had 6 kids. She lived in it alone, and she doesn't want to leave it just yet, which I completely understand and support. And it wasn't even a second thought. We packed up everything. We were staying with her like a couple of days out of the month, but it just wasn't doable, between working and doing other things, like just traveling back and forth, was having some of our stuff here and some of our stuff at the apartment. It just, even though we're actually in the same town, different zip code, it wasn't working. Like, I kind of felt like, having divorced parents and just going back and forth. You've got like your toothbrush here and something else here. So eventually we made the decision to move in, and we were able to get out of our lease. Well, I mean, we had already made the decision to move in earlier than that, but we were able to get out of our lease and move in. And then we had the whole move-in process, which was hard for a few reasons. It was hard because moving is just stressful in general, but also, moving into the house where my grandfather passed away, and having all these memories associated with him being here. It's hard because I miss him, and some days it's hard to be here, but at the end of the day, I'm so happy to be able to support my abuelita, and to be honest, so blessed to be spending this time with her, and support her in this time, and it really, like I said, is such a blessing, and I'm so happy to be here at the end of the day. I will say, however, my mental health has not been at its greatest. I did receive a new diagnosis that I'm not 100% ready to share yet, but it's had a huge effect on the way that I've viewed myself and my self-image, and just understanding my own patterns, and really like understanding my own identity as a person who you know, had a different diagnosis for the majority of my life. So as a result of that, and kind of before that, you know, I've had some issues having a stable job situation. I'm still kind of working through that right now, kind of working from home. As I stated in a previous video, I am kind of agoraphobic as a result of a lot of the harassment and assault that I've received existing in the world as a transgender person. So that's kind of been a challenge for me in terms of finding employment. That being said, because I am spending a lot of time at home, I do feel like I am at a place where I can, you know, get things rolling with my YouTube channel again, and because of that, I really do want to spend time, and this is a passion of mine, and I want to give it the love and time and attention that it deserves. And to that end, I'm really, you know, I'm asking you what's the kind of content that you want to see. You know, previously I was doing makeup looks based on what people were suggesting, and sort of doing you know, polls on Instagram of what people prefer that I do. Do you want to see more of that? Do you want to see more LGBTQ content? Do you want to see more mental health content? Do you want to see more political content? You know, what's the type of stuff that you want to be seeing? Because I really want to engage you all as much as possible in this, because as much as it's my passion, I want to deliver stuff that really resonates with people and really connects you and makes you feel like you're being heard, and you know, it's something that you can relate to at the end of the day. To that end, talking about moving and relating to everybody, this room is, I don't know if you've noticed throughout the course of the video, it's fascinating. The walls are made up of this strange, like, bulletin board like substance. It's actually pretty good insulation. Right now it's actually really warm in here. I'm sweating in my fierce shirt. But as a result of that, because it's bulletin board, I treat it like bulletin board. You know, I have stuff hanging everywhere. As you can see on the top, if I pan towards the top, you can see it. It actually says Wall of Love. And there's a space for my friends, there's a space for my family, there's a space for my wife, and I really want there to be a space for my followers and people who support me on social media, because, like I said, this really is a passion for me, and it really is a part of who I am. You know, literally I'm hanging up there, and to that end, I really want to incorporate that here. So when I do live videos, if I do videos like this, if you comment your handle on Instagram or YouTube or something, I will write it down and I will add it to my wall of love, because you're giving me love and I'm putting it right back out to you. So you give it and I put it. You give love and I put it right up to my wall of love. So hopefully you give that love and I can make this full of all your names, and it'll grow as this channel grows, and we can see it as a visual representation of you know, where we started and where we ended up. And hopefully I don't move it again anytime soon. Okay, thanks so much for listening, and that's all they wrote. Mwah.